Guys, what is going on? Back up here for another video today. I wanted to address my thoughts on the Dean Ambrose situation. We had a lot of news coming out of yesterday on Tuesday, January 29th. The reports were confirmed to be true by World Wrestling Entertainment. I'll first read the statement that they released. Dean Ambrose will not be renewing his contract with WWE when it expires in April. We are grateful and appreciative of all that Dean has given to WWE and our fans. We wish him well and hope that one day Dean will return to WWE. Now, that right there is a first. I cannot ever remember a time when WWE has publicly issued a statement like that saying, "We wish you well and we hope that one day you come back to the fold with the company." So we had that. And before we had the official statement by WWE, there were rumors abounding. This is from Bleacher Report. The links to both of these articles will be found down below in the description box. Dean Ambrose has reportedly informed WWE that he intends to leave the company when his contract expires shortly after WrestleMania 35 in April. According to Wade Keller of PW Torch, the 33-year-old made the company aware of his decision this past weekend in a meeting with WWE Chairman Vince McMahon. Ambrose was reportedly offered a contract extension and a raise weeks ago, but turned it down. The offer was allegedly for a new 5-year deal that would be worth over $1 million annually, according to PW Insider. Lunatic Fringe has reportedly been frustrated with his creative direction, no surprise there, which is why he has cut off negotiations with WWE. Ambrose was eliminated from Sunday's Royal Rumble match without much fanfare. He only lasted, I believe, 12 minutes, which led to him interrupting eventual winners Seth Rollins and Triple H to open Raw. The WrestleMania match between Ambrose and Triple H seemed to be teased before Rollins went on to beat Dean cleanly in a singles match. Ambrose was set to cut a promo afterwards, but he was interrupted by Nia Jax and Tamina, who attacked him before he could. The veteran returned to action in August after missing 8 months with an elbow injury. He teamed with Rollins upon returning and even reformed the Shield with Rollins and Reigns briefly before turning heel on Rollins in October. He beat Rollins for the IC title on December 16th, dropped it to Bobby Lashley less than 1 month later in the triple threat match. During his 6+ years on the main roster, Ambrose has held the Intercontinental title 3 times, the tag titles twice, and the United States and WWE titles once each. If he opts to leave, there are obviously a number of places where that he could go, namely New Japan and, of course, AEW, which is holding Double or Nothing in Las Vegas, which is where Ambrose lives with his wife, announcer Renee Young. So that comes from Bleacher Report. Just shout out to them, and like I said, the links to those articles can be found down below in the description box. So what are my thoughts on this whole situation? Well, I'm not surprised, seeing as how lackluster Dean Ambrose heel run has been. I was hyped up to hell for it. I'm like, this is exactly what he needs. Turn heel, see maybe as close to you can get to as a Jon Moxley type heel character from Dean Ambrose that we had seen from him doing the independent scene in a PG environment on the main roster. However, unfortunately, what we did end up getting was, to me, just the same old heels we see on the main roster, getting shots injected into his ass. I mean, that to me, that was just terrible. And just, it seemed like Dean was just going through the motions ever since turning heel and coming back. I think initially he had that fire, when he returned, teaming up with Rollins, Reigns. And I just think once the heel turn happened and everything, that followed it, just from the promos and the feud with Rollins, which I felt fizzled out and went over like a fart in church, to him losing the IC title. To me, the writing on the wall was there for a while now. So when I first heard this news, I was like, whoa, really? Dean Ambrose, he's leaving? But then the more I think about it, maybe this could be the best thing for him. Obviously, there's a lot of talent in WWE right now. So it's tough, to be in a top position, honestly, when you got all this talent coming up from NXT. To me, there's probably too much talent in WWE right now. So I think Dean wants to go away and do whatever he's got to do to clear his mind, to get that fire, that passion back inside of him that clearly has not been there for quite a while, obviously. And I think it's the best thing for him going forward. Could we see him in New Japan? I'm not sure about that one. AEW? That could be an interesting possibility. I think it would be a great platform for him. I mean, he's accomplished a lot in WWE. I read off his list of accolades right there. He's been champion, multiple time champion, world heavyweight, United States tag. Um, so really, when it comes to that, you know, um, I mean, what more can you say? But I do find it interesting they put out that statement because I think WWE knows if they ever want to do a Shield reunion, there's only one way you're going to be able to do that. That's with Dean Ambrose. You're going to have to bring him back into the fold eventually. And if you want that reunion, I think we'll see it down the line. It may be 3, 4, maybe he'll be gone 5 years. Who knows what the future holds for Dean Ambrose? Maybe he goes back to being John Moxley. That there's a possibility. It's whatever he wants to do with his future. And clearly it wasn't about money because they offered him a lucrative 5-year deal, allegedly, according to these reports. They do turn out to be true. So I think it was due to that creative direction. And, the blame does go to the creative team, obviously. I mean, the material they were giving Ambrose was nothing special to work with. It's really a disappointment because I thought he could, with the right material, easily be that top heel on Monday Night Raw. And really, he's been nothing of the sort. He's really been the lunatic cringe, if anything else. I can't get invested in this heel character. So part of the blame goes to creative. You could say some of the blame goes to Ambrose for not taking the material that they gave him, no matter how bad it is, and trying to make the most of it. Even in his matches, he's just seemed to be going through the motions. So I think parting ways with the company, clearing your mind, sometimes it's best to do that. I mean, look at what happened to Drew McIntyre. He went away. He came back, and now look, he's recharged, re-energized. He's feuding with Strowman, heading into WrestleMania. He's got a prominent spot. He had a good showing at the Royal Rumble. See him being built up as a future Universal Champion down the line. So if you take that approach, I think eventually we will see Dean Ambrose back. And I don't think this will affect Renee Young, like I said, at all. Even though they're married, hey, sometimes you got to go your separate ways when it comes to your career path. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on the whole Dean Ambrose situation. It'll be interesting to also see what his role will be at WrestleMania. Could possibly be in an intergender match with him and Nia Jax. That would be. I never thought I'd say it, but I'd kind of be interested in seeing that, seeing as how they teased it on Monday night. Would they really go in that direction? We'll have to see. Could it be in a match against Triple H? Maybe. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Or it could be in a multi-man match for the IC title. We'll have to see. So those are my thoughts on the Dean Ambrose leaving situation. Be sure to leave your comments down below in the comment section for how you feel about it. I always enjoy reading those. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button here on youtube.com/DanielGuys412 for all my latest content. I wanted to get this plug in this Saturday, immediately following Kane Action Team practice. Be sure to check out the Kane Action Team, the preeminent stunt team in Akron, Ohio. Kane Action Team. So immediately following our practice, probably around 4:15, maybe 4:30, give or take, gonna be going live. Special guest, Ben Garten, the Kickmaster. You've seen him before on this channel. Going to be doing a live sit-down interview with him. So be there or be square. Ben Garten, the Kickmaster. Special guest here on this channel. So it'll be great to do that interview with him. So that does it for this video. I want to say thank you all for watching. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button once again here at youtube.com/DanielGuys412. And until then, guys, I am out. Thanks for watching and have a great day.